So I'm just going to do a little how-to video on how to play 4 basic chords on the guitar. These chords are used for hundreds and hundreds of songs. So we're going to look at our G chord, our D chord, our E minor chord, and our C chord. Just to go over a couple terms while I'm talking about the placement of the fingers. So our first string is on the bottom, is our high E string. Next up is our B string, our G string, our D string, our A string, and this is going to be our low E string on the top. If we look at these bars as we go down the neck of the guitar, these are called frets, so our first fret, second fret, third fret, fourth fret, and so on down the neck of the guitar. So we're going to start with our G chord. So if we take our index finger, we're going to place it on the A string of the second fret, and then we're going to take our middle finger and place it on the E string of the third fret. And then we're going to take our ring finger and place it on the bottom E string, which is our high E string. And if we play that all together, that's our G chord. Now some people, myself included, play it with our ring finger up a string on the B string and then putting our pinky underneath on the E string on the same third fret. So that's going to sound like this. Just makes it a little more full. Our second chord we're going to learn is our D chord. So if we take our index finger, we're going to place it on the second fret on the G string. We're going to take our middle finger and place it on the second fret as well on the high E string, and then we're going to place our ring finger on the third fret on the B string. So if we put that all together, we have our D chord. So far we have our G chord and our D chord. So our next chord we're going to learn is our E minor chord. It could be the easiest for the fact that it only uses 2 fingers. So we're going to take our index finger and place it on the second fret on the A string, and then take our middle finger and place it underneath on the D string, and if we play that together, we get that sound. So moving from the E minor chord, which I guess for me is the easiest out of the 4, moving to the hardest for me is the C. So we're going to take our index finger, place it on the E string on the first fret. Then we're going to take our middle finger and place it on the D string on the second fret. And then we're going to stretch out our ring finger all the way to the third fret on the A string. So if we play that together, we're going to get that sound. So those are our 4 chords. Just to go over them again, we have our G, our D, our E minor, and our C. So once we learn these 4 chords, we can learn many different songs, some that only use 2 of them, some that use 3 of them, all 4, or even just 1 of them. So once we can learn to switch between the different chords quickly and somewhat effectively, we can learn lots of songs. An example of a song would be a pretty common one is Wagon Wheel. So again, using those 4 chords. Wagon Wheel is played with a capo normally, so it's a little device that looks like this. We're going to put it on our second fret. So again, it's the same chords, but we're just moving up the neck of the guitar. So if we play it again. Again, you can just hear the difference between the having the capo on and the capo off. So those are the 4 basic chords. Again, the G chord, the D chord, the E minor chord, and the C chord. And again, you can look up a lot of songs and learn to play them with those 4 chords.